Have you ever thought about the little things you do that might be making women crazy? Some of these habits may seem strange to you, but they have a secret appeal that you might not be aware of. From a Stoic point of view, understanding the why can change how we see and interact with others. Today, we're going to talk about 10 surprising habits that men often overlook, but that many women find incredibly attractive. They range from the universally liked, like showing genuine care and having a strong personality, to the surprisingly, some interesting facts about yourself that might make you more attractive. These facts could change the way you think about everyday things. Click the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to make sure you don't miss any of our future videos. Now, let's start with number 1, staying cool and collected. Being able to stay cool and collected is one of the most attractive things about a man. Not only does how you act and walk affect your under-pressure confidence, but also how you deal with stressful situations and problems that come up out of the blue. How you respond can either make or break people's respect for you. Imagine this situation. When something goes wrong on your date, like the restaurant losing your reservation or the food taking too long to come, don't show anger or frustration. Instead, calm down and enjoy the moment. You stay calm and handle the situation with grace. You might say something like, "Don't worry, bad things happen. Let's find another place or make the most of our time here." This shows that you're in charge and not easily upset by small problems. From a Stoic point of view, staying calm is a sign of inner strength and resilience. Stoics thought that we should focus on what we can change and let go of what we can't. They said that staying calm in tough situations was key to success. When you don't freak out at the first sign of trouble, you show that you can handle yourself and any situation that comes your way. This kind of stability is not only reassuring, but it's also inspiring. Think about a time when a friend or coworker lost their cool over something small. It probably made you question their ability to handle bigger problems, right? In relationships, it's the same. If a woman sees that you can stay relaxed and composed even when things go wrong, she'll have more respect for you. She'll see you as someone who can be a strong and steady partner, someone who doesn't let external events shake their inner peace. To put this into practice, try to focus on staying calm during your daily challenges. Whether it's dealing with traffic, a difficult coworker, or any other stressful situation, remind yourself to breathe and keep your composure over time. This will become second nature, and you'll find that not only do you feel more at ease, but others will also notice and appreciate your calm demeanor. Number 2, being attentive and listening. In our fast-paced world, many people, especially men, often listen with the intention to respond rather than to understand. This common habit can be a major turnoff for women, as it signals that you are more interested in yourself than in her. Instead, strive to practice active listening, a principle deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. Active listening means paying full attention to what the other person is saying without thinking about what to say next. When a woman is talking, give her your full attention. This shows that you respect her and care about what she has to say. For example, if she starts talking about her stressful day at work on a date, don't think about a similar situation you've been through or how you can help her. Instead, focus on her words, nod occasionally, make eye contact, and don't interrupt. When she's done, you could say something like, "That sounds really tough. How did you handle it?" That you care about her feelings and experiences shows her that you care about her. Stoicism teaches us to be present and listen without judging. When you do this, you make her feel heard and understood, which is very attractive because it builds a strong connection and mutual respect. Remember that active listening is more than just hearing the words. It's also about understanding what they mean. It's about being with her in the present moment, understanding and confirming her feelings. When you listen actively, you show the Stoic virtue of awareness, which makes you more attractive. This makes you stand out from other people who might only be interested in their own story, which women find beautiful. It shows growth, emotional intelligence, and the ability to connect on a deeper level. So the next time you're talking to someone, try active listening. Not only will it make your relationships better, but it will also be following the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Voice that sounds like a man. Women aren't the only ones who like a strong voice. It also stands for masculinity and power authority position. This voice sounds strong and confident, which is something that everyone finds attractive. Think about it. When you hear someone with a deep, resonant voice, don't you feel like they deserve more respect and attention? This is the kind of presence you want to have in today's society, where there's a push toward certain norms that might. Some people say a higher-pitched voice is better or more polite, but it's actually better to embrace your natural voice, especially if it's deep and manly. It shows that you're being true to yourself, which is a key idea of Stoicism. The Stoics teach us to accept our nature and not let outside pressures change us. Changing your voice to fit someone else's needs is denying who you really are. Let's look at some cases and talk about this. Imagine two speakers at a public event. One has a high-pitched voice that sounds a little shaky, and the other has a deep, steady voice that sounds sure of itself. Voice. Who do you think would be better at getting their point across? Most people would say the second speaker, since a deep voice naturally trustworthiness and power. This has also been shown by science, which says that women are more likely to find attractive guys whose voices are deeper. This is because a deeper voice is unconsciously linked to higher testosterone levels, which are a sign of good health and strong genes. A different study found that people vote for politicians with deeper voices because they think those candidates are smarter and more trustworthy. Now let's go back to Stoicism and how it affects your relationships with women. When you speak in your natural manly voice, you're showing that you're not easily swayed by societal pressures. Being honest and sure of yourself is very attractive. For example, if you speak in your deep natural voice on a date, your date will likely feel that you are confident and sure of yourself. She will sense that you are someone who knows who they are and is comfortable in their own skin. This can make a strong impression, making her more interested and attracted to you. In conclusion, don't try to get rid of your manly voice, even if society tells you to. Instead, embrace it as a part of who you are. Remember what the Stoics taught. Be true to yourself and don't let other people's opinions change you. Your male voice isn't just good for getting women's attention, it also shows how strong and sure of yourself you are. So the next time you're on a date or in public, use your manly voice and let your confidence shine through. Showing ability while being humble. It's true that intelligence is attractive, but in the world of Stoicism, it's important to pair it with humility. It's not enough to just know a lot. You also need to understand and practice humility. That being said, it's great to be interested in learning new things and seeking knowledge, but there is a thin line between sharing your knowledge and coming across as cocky. Picture this. If you're on a date and the topic of hobbies and interests comes up, don't go on and on about the 3 languages you speak or the number of philosophical books you've read. Instead, focus on having a meaningful conversation with her by sharing your thoughts or stories in a way that makes her feel like she's being invited into your world. For example, if she says she's interested in philosophy, you could say, "I enjoy reading philosophy too. I recently read about Stoicism, and it's fascinating how it stresses the importance of living in harmony with nature and focusing on what we can control. What are your thoughts on that?" This shows that you know what you're talking about, but it also shows that you care about her view and wants a two-way conversation. Women can tell when a man is bragging by the way he talks and sounds. If you want to impress her, you should be aware of this. Speaking in a modest tone and showing genuine interest in her point of view will make her feel valued and respected, which will lead to a deeper and more meaningful connection. Stoicism teaches us to stay grounded and not look for approval from other people. When you show intelligence while being humble, you show emotional maturity and self-confidence. This balance makes you more attractive because it shows that you're happy with who you are without needing to show it off. Clever but low-key means knowing when to talk and when to listen means putting the exchange of ideas ahead of the need to control the conversation. If you follow these Stoic rules, you'll not only attract women, but you'll also build stronger, more satisfying relationships. Number 5. Having a sense of humor. A guy who can make a woman laugh will always get her attention. But what does this really mean? How does it relate to Stoic principles? It's not enough to just be funny or tell jokes. A real sense of humor comes from having confidence, emotional intelligence, and presence, all of which are things that people who are Stoic respect. Being present in the conversation is key to making a woman laugh. For example, if she says something clever or funny while you're talking to her, don't just wait for your turn to talk or try to top her joke. Instead, listen, laugh with her, appreciate her humor, and enjoy the moment. This shows her that you value her personality and enjoy being with her. For example, if she makes a clever comment about the food you're eating on a date, don't just brush it off or try to one-up her joke. Instead, take a moment to appreciate it. You might say something like, "That's hilarious. That's not how I thought of it." This not only shows that you have a good sense of humor, but also that you value and appreciate her point of view. It also fits with the Stoic principle of being present and fully engaged in the moment. Stoicism teaches us to value the now and to be aware of our interactions. By doing this, you're not only making her laugh, but you're also showing her that you are paying attention and genuinely interested in who she is as a person. Having a good sense of humor also helps you deal with problems and setbacks with grace. If something goes wrong on a date, or there's an awkward moment, being able to laugh it off and keep the mood light is very attractive. It shows strength and a positive outlook, which are important traits in Stoicism. For example, if you're out with her and something goes wrong, maybe you spill your drink or your plans change without warning, rather than getting upset, you might make a joke about it and say, "Well, at least we have a memorable story now." This not only calms things down, but it also shows that you can deal with life's little problems with a smile. People really value this kind of emotional link and presence. To be there for each other, share the ups and downs of life, and find joy in the little things. Taking this stance won't just make her laugh, it will also help you connect with her on a deeper level. Remember that humor is a way to connect, show empathy, and enjoy the little things in life. By combining this with a serious attitude, you're not just being funny, you're showing depth, strength, and a genuine interest in her as a person. This is a very attractive combination that will definitely make her feel valued and appreciated. So embrace your sense of humor, be present, and enjoy the laughter and joy that come from being truly connected. If you've made it this far and are still with us, please leave a comment below or just type "No more boring conversation" if you're enjoying the content. Your feedback is invaluable and keeps us motivated to make more videos. Now let's continue on this journey. Number 6. Making eye contact with her during a conversation. In the context of Stoicism, eye contact can be seen as a sign of your inner strength and confidence. They believe in the power of just being. One way to show that you're present is to make and maintain eye contact. For example, if you're talking to a woman at a coffee shop, making strong eye contact shows her that you're interested in what she has to say. You're not just passively listening, you're fully engaged, showing that her words matter to you. This level of attentiveness can make her feel valued and understood, which is very attractive. On the other hand, if you constantly look away or avoid eye contact, it might give the impression that you're not interested or distracted, which could make her feel uncomfortable or unimportant from a Stoic point of view. Avoiding eye contact can be seen as a sign of lack of confidence or fear of fully embracing the present moment. Making good eye contact is a key Stoic principle that shows you are in the present and confident in your interactions. It's not about staring deeply, but about keeping a natural and warm connection. When you're talking to someone, try to keep eye contact for a few seconds longer than usual. Notice how this small change can change the interaction. You'll probably find that the conversation feels more meaningful and the connection stronger. In conclusion, making eye contact is a simple but powerful way to show confidence and attentiveness. It fits with Stoic values of being present and engaged, and it can make women feel more comfortable and valued in your presence. So, the next time you're talking to someone, remember to hold her gaze and show that you're really interested in what she has to say. Seventh, keep a strong stance. Let's talk about how important it is to sit up straight and keep good posture. This one simple action can make a huge difference in how people, especially women, see you. Not only do you align your spine when you sit up straight, but you also connect your character with the most important ideas of Stoicism. Having confidence, self-respect, and control. Everyone finds good balance attractive because it makes you look good. If you think about it, someone who slouches often looks tired, insecure, or bored. On the other hand, someone who sits up straight looks alert, sure of themselves, and ready to go. This can make you look like someone who is willing to try new things and meet new people. You could be at a party or social gathering where there are two groups of people you could join. One group is slouching on the chairs and barely making eye contact with each other, looking bored and uninterested. The other group is standing tall, with everyone keeping good posture and actively participating. Lively talk and a sense of self-assurance. The second group seems friendlier, more interesting, and full of life, so it makes sense that you'd be drawn to them. Women often feel the same way when they see a man who carries himself with confidence and good posture. They're more likely to feel comfortable and intrigued. This doesn't mean you have to be the loudest or most outgoing person in the room. Simply sitting or standing up straight can make a big difference in how you are perceived. It shows that you respect yourself and others, and that you are present in the moment, embodying the Stoic principle of living with intention and awareness. By sitting up straight, you also command a larger presence. You take up more space in a room, not in an overbearing way, but in a manner that exudes self-assurance. This presence can be quite magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who seem comfortable and confident in their own skin traits that are highly attractive. Stoicism teaches us to present ourselves with dignity and self-control. Good posture is a physical manifestation of these values. When you hold yourself well, you show the world that you respect yourself and that you are disciplined enough to maintain your composure. This kind of self-discipline is very attractive because it indicates inner strength and reliability. So next time you find yourself slouching, remember the principles of Stoicism. If you stand up straight, keep your head up, and let your posture show that you are a calm, confident person, you'll not only feel better, but you'll also get the kind of positive attention that can lead to real contacts. Number 8. Keeping the talk going. Lively. A lot of women say that their relationships with men can feel awkward or too intense at times, especially when they ask awkward questions or try to talk to them all the time. You should flirt with women, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't talk about serious things with them. Instead, it's about finding a balance and knowing when to keep the chat light and fun. This is where Stoic principles come into play. To live a healthy life, you need to enjoy the present and build good relationships. One way to do this is to keep the conversation light and fun. For example, on a first date, instead of getting into serious topics right away, you could share funny stories or talk about things you both like. This way of talking not only makes the chat more fun, but it also shows that you're at ease and ready to have fun. If she says she likes a hobby, like painting or hiking, ask her more about it. Show that you're interested by asking things like, "What made you decide to start painting?" or "What's your favorite hiking trail?" By doing these things, you not only make the conversation more fun, but you also show that you want to get to know her as a person. Once she feels comfortable with you, she might talk about more important things. This is your chance to show that you can handle deeper chats with the same level of interest and respect. For example, if she talks about a personal problem or a big event in her life, pay close attention and respond with thought without passing judgment. This shows that you care about her feelings and know who she really is. Remember that keeping conversations light and fun doesn't mean avoiding serious topics. It means making her feel like she can share both her joys and worries. By striking this balance, you show the Stoic virtues of wisdom and compassion, which makes your interactions more meaningful and attractive to women. So the next time you're talking to a woman, remember to mix humor and genuine interest to make her laugh. Show that you're interested in her life and be ready to talk about more serious things when the time is right. This way of talking keeps the conversation light and builds a strong bond based on mutual respect and understanding. 9. Your likes and hobbies. When you meet a woman for the first time, she's not just looking at your clothes and how pretty you are. She's trying to figure out who you are and what drives you. This is where your passions and hobbies come in. They show what you're interested in, what you value, and the energy you bring to your life. For example, if you're on a first date and she asks what you do in your free time, you don't shrug and say, "Not much." You enthusiastically talk about how much you love hiking, playing the guitar, or how hard you are working to learn a new language. Your eyes light up when you talk about these things, and from a Stoic point of view, this passion is very appealing. I've learned that having interests and hobbies isn't just a way to pass the time. It's also a way to develop virtues like discipline, perseverance, and a love for learning. When you spend time doing things that make you smarter and more interesting, you become a more well-rounded person. This journey of self-improvement not only helps you, but it also makes you more attractive to others, including women. If you like painting and talk about how you lose yourself in the process and how it gives you peace and a sense of accomplishment, you show that you are thoughtful and introspective. This kind of depth is attractive because it shows that you have a rich inner life and that you value growth and creativity. On the other hand, if you show genuine interest in her interests, you show that you are paying attention and caring. Ask her what her best things are to do and really listen to her answer. If she likes reading, talk about books or ask for suggestions. If she likes to run, ask her about her favorite trails or future races. Besides showing that you care about her, this also shows that you are interested. A Stoic man knows that relationships are based on mutual respect, shared values, and an interest in each other's hobbies. By sharing your own with enthusiasm and showing interest in hers, you build a connection based on honesty and mutual appreciation. This is the basis of a strong and lasting relationship. Remember that your passions and hobbies are more than just things you do for fun. They are reflections of your character and your journey to self-improvement. Share them and show interest in the passions of others. This method not only makes you more beautiful, but it also makes your life and relationships better in important ways. Number 10. Paying attention to small things. Imagine you're on a date with someone you really like. You're interested in what she has to say and paying close attention to the little things, like how she likes her coffee and how her eyes light up when she talks about her favorite book. Even her small body language. Being attentive in this way isn't just about remembering facts, it's also about showing that you value and respect her as a person. For example, if she casually mentions that she loves a certain band, you could later surprise her with tickets to their concert. This shows that you paid attention to what she cared about. It's not always about big gestures, sometimes the little things matter the most. In Stoicism, we learn that being present and attentive helps us build stronger relationships with those around us. Using this principle in your relationships means you're not just going through the motions, but actively participating and showing real interest. People like this behavior because it shows that you are thoughtful and caring. Now, let's look at a different situation. When you go out to dinner and she gets a certain dish, you remember that and make something similar the next time you cook for her. These small, thoughtful actions are what make a woman feel valuable and appreciated. You don't have to expect her to notice everything about you in return. You just have to make her feel like you see and understand her. Stoicism teaches us to be mindful and deliberate in our actions. When you apply this in your relationships, you naturally become more attentive to the details that matter. Women want to know they are important enough for you to take notice of the little things. This doesn't mean you need to be perfect or always say the right thing. It means being present and showing that you care. So remember to be attentive to the details when you're with someone you care about. Listen actively, observe carefully, and let your actions reflect your appreciation. By doing so, you're not only embodying the principles of Stoicism, but also making a lasting impression that shows you genuinely care. As we come to the end of today's video, we've explored the 10 surprising habits that men often overlook, but that many women find incredibly attractive, from maintaining calm and composure to displaying intelligence with humility. We've delved into how these habits, rooted in Stoic principles, can transform your interactions and make you more appealing. These qualities not only enhance your personal growth, but also build deeper and more meaningful connections. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any more. Let us know what you think by leaving a comment below with the habit that surprised you the most or that you're going to start doing. For more ideas and insights, watch the videos presented on the screen. Take care, and we'll see you in the next film.